Hello. See if our audio levels are anything to write home about today. Looks alright to me. Let me know if it's not. Granny! What is up? Right. I'm in the middle of refactoring a thing. So I've been away for a while. Been working really hard to make a new version of this game available for testing for a select few people. I have build errors though. I'll show you in a second here what the game is like. No more error. We got music in the game right now, which is freaking cool. Let's see if it works. So let's pause that guy. It's good. So we want to do a new spell, grenade toss. Didn't crash. Now I think it works even less than before. The general idea is that I'm having a problem where this doesn't quite like the impact works, but the actual AoE damage doesn't work. I want to figure that out. And I tracked the error, the problem down to it's probably that when the thing spawns, it does damage, and then it grows, and then it's not living for long enough to do the damage. So I'm changing it so instead of having a global timer for when to do damage, I do it per object. So like, do damage. I have a continue here. The hitbox is null. It should work. So let's just do debug log here. Well, this should have worked. Like I don't see how this cannot work. Let's go try to fix it. Give ourselves a grenade toss. Get some enemies. I'll do a play with music soon. For now, we're just gonna. So if I like, that does. Yeah, that never hits anything. Which is worse than before. So player and enemies are in there. Should do 100 damage every 0.5 seconds. And it should do it when, like, it's active and it's inactive. So it's turning off already here. So maybe that was the issue where it's like, also questioning whether or not it should be this or that. Yeah, let's try. Let's also make sure that this is what is actually used. But it should be. Let's try it out. So as you can tell, there's been a lot of shit happening. Nope, it doesn't do any splash damage at all. Nothing in the console. Well, okay, never mind. There is a lot of blast damage. I think we can just do that. Because we're never gonna have negative time here. Anyway. I also still don't have a good webcam, so a webcam that works on Mac OS. So I'm still using my GorillaPod here, which is slipping a little bit. That's better. It looked like it should work. I don't quite understand. Let's try again. Oh, that looks like it's doing. Ooh. Now we're talking. I think it's working now. I'm thinking maybe it should do more damage to the one that we're hitting. And then a little bit extra around it. I think the current setup is the grenade does 12 damage. What does a normal like rail shot does 64? So maybe do like 30, and then the explosion does. Maybe invert it. So I wanted to kill the small ones. So the flying enemies have 50 HP. So yeah. Let's invert the damage. So we do like 50 with the explosion, and then the one we're hitting, we do 50 extra too. So it's like 100. Let's try this. There's supposed to be like a playtest today. So I'm gonna try to update the build with this really directly. The only problem I see is that this is even more overpowered now. No. Okay, this is the other new thing. This guy here. Not that hard to kill once you have some good weapons, and if they're alone, but if they're in a pack of many enemies, it gets really hard to. Such an easy choice. Love to get something more, but we don't have enough. Hard. Come on, die. No! Get me out of here. Ow. Getting hammered here. Okay, made it through at least. The hard rooms are really hard, so I wanna boost the. Let's do this. The hard room are that much harder. So the clear reward, I will put it at 8 instead of 5. So normal room is 2 and the hard room is 8. So now you can really have a reason to go there. Let's get rid of this debug here because that works now. This is used in things like the Blizzard spell too, so we want to make sure that that works. So let's go Blizzard grenade toss, maybe swap those around. So yeah, we have a lot more sounds now, and I think they sound a lot better than they did before. Some of the levels are a little bit weird. I think we want to tune the spawn sounds so they're not as hyper strong, because it from what I can tell it works. Here is someone who wants to be I cannot block, get out, and then I die. So I think it works. Let's just make sure that other things work, like enemies doing damage to us. It seemed like it did, but okay, so this is the actual run here. Oh, Steve-O. Let's go this way. Do a try hard run and just see if everything feels alright. If it does, let's push it to playtest Steam. Let's take damage there. No damage, good. No, it's procedurally generated. We want to go this way, take this. No, we want to take this hard room and then the upgrade. Because plus 8 here. That could give us... no, we gotta go... Yeah, but it's still worth it. It's still worth it. Actually, with... No, I don't think we can do it. I want to upgrade my grenade toss. So you get to see... Ah, we took damage. Shit. Get rid of that guy first. Ow. So now we go upgrade, and then we go grenade toss. We cannot afford grenade toss level 3. So we buy the second level Blizzard. Here we go. If we can make... you need 22 for level 3. thought you would take the other way. Ah. Grenade toss is a little bit overpowered, but it's fun to overpower the new stuff, so people use it. Obviously, we go max HP here. There's no way we would go something else. That's it. I don't dare sacrifice. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to afford the... That's 8. Brings us up to 15. Maybe we can do it. Nova on Hurt is really good, but max HP is better. Die. No! HP only refills on the HP nodes, or when you have some upgrades that give you that. I would say the game feels pretty good. To try building everything and trying it out. Is there anything else I want to do? Anything I can have broken? I don't think so. Sorry. Thanks. Just build all the platforms, update them, try them out on there, and then we're gonna do some committing, and then we're gonna do something else. I think maybe work on some visuals and some of that cool stuff. Building. Had this fun thing, which is like a little bit fun while it's building. Was that all of them? That was really quick. I love this computer. Cool. So in a separate tab, I'm gonna do the uploading. CD, documents. I wanna go robes, Apple Silicon, builds, Steam, and then upload. And then I'm gonna have to put in my password every time. I don't know why. What? Come on. What? What are you doing? Am I doing something wrong? Do right click to paste instead. The heck? Pressed enter too quickly and it skipped the two-factor thing. Okay, so hey, my phone is up there. I'm not sure if you're gonna be not seeing me now. I'm gonna go. No. Come on. There it is. It's doing it. So that seems to have worked. So we're gonna close this down. And then we're gonna open it through Steam, the beta branch, and if the beta branch runs, then we'll push it to the main branch. Unfortunately. Come on. Where is the camera? There it is. Now it says not. Ah, there we go. I'm back. Back in action. Steam. Where is Steam? Why are you gone, Steam? There it is. Robies. So it boots up here. That's not what we want. That's the old version. We want to go to properties. Verify. No, we want to do betas. Beta. And then it's going to update. And then we're going to get the new version. If we play, it should. Be 10.09.34. Sounds like the latest version. Do a quick test. Leaderboards. Load. Only me on there right now. I still take damage. Yes, a little bit. Music seems to work. Everything seems to work. Yep. I'm pretty happy about that. Let's reload this. I hope it doesn't log me out. Let's push this. We go to Steam and then we go on desktop. Just checking it out on the old this is over Steam. This is the last night's version still. It's not live yet. I don't know that you can go to non-beta instead, maybe. And then verify. Let's make sure non-beta is there. If I go to, yep. Yep. I'll stream it from my PC. See that it starts. It doesn't perform very well while I'm streaming, and trying to stream the image over over Wi-Fi. But I just want to see that 9:34. It's here. It's doing leaderboards. And like if I pick up the grenade toss, I can still take damage. Boom. Yeah. So seems to work. Cool. I'm pretty happy where we are. So let's do a little bit of committing and then and we'll get back to some of the actual work. Okay. Oh, and also, yes, I plan to sell this game very much. Let's see. Where are we? We have 505 changes. So this is all from upgrading, and apparently it moved Steamworks from plugins into somewhere else. Labrec, Steamworks.net. I don't like that, but I'm too scared to. Seems all right. I think this is it. Yep. Upgrade and move Steamworks.net. And then we have all these like weird settings things. These, since they change every time, I'm going to add those to the ignore list. Ignore all DWLT files. Screw that. Add to git ignore. Ignore Unity layout files. Wait. And then we have project settings. I think there was one more. Building mode. What the heck? Why? What is this? And why is this there? Oh, build date. This is something we have to work with. Yeah, so project settings. No, we forgot the Steam Manager. Strange. Doesn't matter. Then we have this, which is I think it's mostly this. So there is a bug in Unity running on Metal on Mac where you have TextMesh Pro text in the UI disappears sometimes for an unknown reason, And well, the reason is known now, but it was unknown before. And the reason is when you have the same material on text that is not on the UI layer, like in the scene, the UI text disappears if it shares the same font material. So this is just me copying the font material and creating a well, yes, swapping out the materials that are in the scene, like in the 3D world, to another font material, and then that works. So fix text rendering issues on Mac/Metal. There we go. Let's push this. And then we have this fix build thing. I want to go back to main. So pretty much rebase main on fix build. And state changes, of course. Slash that. I can probably fast forward this. Yes, I think. Yep. And then we can push. Great. So that's a step forward. Reopen Unity. So there's a thing coming up. Why did you forget my layout now? Do I need to get angry? My layout is pretty quick to get back though, but it's annoying. Oh, when you do that, you're screwed. You gotta... There we go. Alright, so the idea... So, let's see. Anyway, so there's a thing coming up where I want to capture really good looking footage of the game. So I need to work a little bit more on the visuals. And I think the world looks pretty cool. Let's see here. Encounter, level generator. Let's just regenerate here and hide the shop for a second. Get rid of that, hide the UI. So this is our level generator. We can generate like a ton of worlds really quickly. It's nice. So what I'm thinking is maybe grabbing a screenshot or two of this and painting over it, coming up with some ideas of like what we could put into this world. I'm thinking vegetation, like mossy overgrowths, decorations, maybe things that hang in front of the screen in the foreground, like chains or whatever. Maybe little lamps, stuff like that, breakable boxes, all that stuff that makes the world look a little bit less barren. So that is where I would start today to see what happens. To do that, we gotta bring out the old drawing tablet, which is here. Pen for it. Here we go. And as usual, Sense Labs do not remember the settings, so gotta go in and do some stuff. Gotta do portion. I know it's 1280 by 560, or rather it's offset by 1280 and so on. Now it's much better. Now we can get our Photoshop back over to this side of the bed. So many things in here. Can we like close down some of these? Took some. This is some magic stuff from Arcane, that new Netflix League of Legends series. That I really like the colors of. It looks a little bit off here, but in context it looks really, really cool. So let's get rid of the player for a second, and let's also get rid of the UI for the purposes of taking a screenshot. This is not a terrible... It's not a terrible screen. Let's start there and just see what happens. We're just gonna grab pixels. Put it in here. Okay. Gotta lie down. It's mildly better, maybe. Not gonna animate anything, so get rid of the timeline. Grab a brush. That's good enough. Cool. And warm up circles. Not gonna be circles. Are they? It's getting better. Trying to warm up my arm a little bit here. I think the angle is a little bit off. That's better. This feels good. I got some smoothing on it, looks like, so it's weird. But yeah, this is oh, I'm drawing on the background layer. Okay, cool. So I gotta relearn the Macintosh commands in Photoshop a little bit. I think it's like that, yes. So what are some things that we could do here? Do we want to think about like maybe connecting these into some kind of grid so we can have like weird stuff on the ground? Probably not. Like I think if anything I would like to paint over this and figure out other ways to get this pulsating like thing running. Because on the floor, that's where all the action happens, and it's these conflict with the enemy damage stuff. Other things I want to do is like little bushes and stuff to make it look more. It's also happening on the ground. A little greener. Could kind of go up. Oh wait, I know another thing that I want to do. Kind of climb like that, maybe. I could also see like these sometimes being like planters and having trees in them. Taurus. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think Pink River is coming anytime soon. It's still a project that I want to do at some point. I just don't have the means of doing it right now. And currently I'm working on this game instead. So maybe some kind of vegetation like this. I could also see it being another color. It's not green. Can we do only greens? Twist them around a little bit. A little bit more blue. I gotta go pull the blinds so I can't see the dark shit on my screen with blasting light in my eyes. So I guess the other thing to contend with or to think about here is like I still haven't figured out what this place is, like, or why you're doing things or anything. Is this indoors or outdoors? Like, why is there a tree in here? Is there like berries on the tree? The tree's kind of a pleasant thing too. I don't know that I want pleasant things. Maybe it's gonna be hard to do. But I'm thinking maybe it's like showing some kind of corruption. It goes through here. It could be like a justification for having it. The other problem with the tree is that it's gonna cover up shit. We also set up like F2 to flip the canvas. Keyboard shortcuts for application menus, image, was it transform or something? Here. I want to make that F2. We don't care about that. Do this now to just... Let's try to get this darker color on this. And then sparkle, or sprinkle, I mean, some of this. Problem is, like, okay, say I do this. How does that blend with when you run through it? Because I don't think it's gonna be... What's going on? There we go. Not gonna block the player or enemies. One thing I was thinking about was maybe to have it so that it can catch fire. That would be pretty cool. Okay, so another idea I've had is probably would work in a slightly like later thing where you have these like I probably have to think about the way they're gonna work from a... But yeah, let's try this. So... some kind of water, fluid, liquid that comes from above. I'm just scribbling here. I don't know if it's interactive in any way or if it just Hey man, Rage. I don't know where this comes from or what its purpose is, but that's an idea at least. I don't like how... You see that little... that thing? Little penis that comes out at the end? What's that about? Let me get back to Sunslab settings. Is this better? Nope. Strange. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to come up with ideas. None of this is going to be painted anyway, so it's going to be pixel art somehow. The idea could be that it runs in these kind of things, spicing things up. like my mind goes to Maybe having some kind of crystals that grow from this, like some sharpish. Say it's been pouring down here for a while now, and it's like solidified somehow into this crystalline kind of thing. That is one idea. Could also think about like danger stuff, like maybe this one shoots out lasers or something like that. What? At some period. If so, how would those look? I would say probably the game is hard enough without the environmental stuff, but it's always fun to think about. There's another concept that we've been bouncing around, which is like more of a organic thing where we have these lumps of stuff. Like with like eyes. Not sure how I would translate that into pixel art, but I think it could be a little bit cool at least to have something. Some of the ideas here also would have spikes, so you know that you shouldn't run into them. And these would like rotate and follow the player around, which I think could look pretty cool. Just from a graphical standpoint. Maybe they even spew out something. Like I'm thinking about the stuff in Breath of the Wild that has these eyes, and maybe that's a little bit too much rip-offy, but in there they have little mouths that spew out enemies. So you gotta kind of go and kill this. It's a little bit too big. I made a pixel art version of this also. I guess it's got smaller and more numerous eyes. Then something would come out. I'm not sure what it is. Gotta pukes it up. Kind of nasty stuff here. I'm not sure about the mouth. It feels a little bit derivative, maybe. Goo can poo out of the pyramids? Maybe. One other idea is to turn this thing into maybe just connecting. It's like working like this, where it's like maybe you gotta break it somehow to, so maybe it's like spider web, but it is like flesh growths. Wow, that's totally a dick. Again, yes, embrace it. And then it's got these crystalline kind of spikes on there, and then you can shoot this to destroy it, and then that opens up like paths you can walk. Heartstrings? What is there a thing that is heartstrings? I know the saying tug on heartstrings, but need to Google this, I think. Uh-huh. Exactly this. I like this. Very cool. Gives the place a lot more character. And it's a little bit creepy too. We'll have little things that are obviously like breakable, I would like. Maybe that's too big. Dick. Trying to make it obvious that you can't like pass through here. The Balrog. I'm not sure if I'm gonna... Gotta dignify that with a response. This is a little bit too thick. Let's slim it down. Also, I have no idea how this translates into pixel art. But doing things like this is really good for because it has both a gameplay and visual worth. There's this concept that we've been bouncing around, which is like, hello Strato, thank you for the Prime sub. We can draw it a little bit. So the idea is that the world is kind of collapsing, and you're like sprinting between these different dimensions, or whatever we want to call them, like. Pocket dimension things, and when you're done with the level, a portal appears, which can take you places. I mean, it's gonna take you to the map screen, but this is the idea is that if you want to earn more money, you could stay, and then it's connected in terms of like gameplay or lore wise. It's connected to the reason you're doing things. So the world is falling apart. This whatever this is, goop thing is taking over everything, and the longer you stay, the more of these kind of goop things appear, like this. Wait. Am I in some kind of... Yeah, I'm transparent mode. I don't know the shape of them, but they're gonna appear more and more. Maybe it's these eyes that appear in more and more places, and you gotta fight them off for extra currency. But it also like it accelerates, and if you stay too long, then you'll eventually just succumb. That's the idea. So this portal, just like in what's it called, Nuclear Throne, the portal kind of appears where the last enemy was, or on the ground where the last enemy was, something like that. Just drawing in a little bit of glow here. So it becomes this race against time, or race for money, I don't know. At the end of each level, anyway. Gonna turn off that. Turn that on. Anyway, you get the idea. It's like risk versus reward thing. So I like these. I guess maybe there should be an enemy that makes them. The other part of it is maybe it should come up from, like, start creeping up from the hole, the ground here. But I have no idea how to animate that or make that reasonable. So that's one idea to explore. We could like take a much simpler approach, like maybe these three things. Maybe the center one has this skull or something in there, and maybe some other decorative. could be good. These I've been thinking of are really basic looking, so maybe what we could do is make sure they are a little bit more like they have some design to them. Terrible at drawing in perspective, but like just doing that instead of having them straight like that does a lot for like the sense of this place being an actual place with some someone who designed it. Feels like this is some kind of temple, so I don't know if those read like well, I guess they do. So we get these this kind of motif where they are a curve of some kind. And even better would be if I thought of a way to make it meaningful in the story. Maybe it's like waves, or maybe it's a snake. Things like that. Maybe there are fires on top of this. I don't know what this means, but just like anything that can liven up this place a little bit. Maybe this thing recurs like that, where it's like it's like the messiest thing ever, but Runic runes. It looks a little bit like feet. Maybe I don't want that. let's see. Didn't I put like D? Yeah, D is lasso. Like, it's more. I'm annoyed with Hades because it's so good. Like the environment art is so nice. Kind of ruining it for all of us mortals. Not having the ground be entirely flat also is something that can help, like let's try to make something here. Maybe the spiral is a symbol of something. Maybe it's like an endless spiral. It is yeah, I'm not sure. Isn't the most inspiring color, maybe. Oh, maybe this is an actual like a fountain thing. A green poisonous kind of water. Maybe it's not even poisonous, you know. I'm getting a slight like World of Warcraft troll feel it from this. Maybe it's like Hey, Spius with the raid. Sorry, I don't have sounds for events like that, so I keep missing it. But I don't think I was that far out today. Merkulu, hello dude, or dudette, or dudess, or whatever you wanna be called. How's the stream, Spius? I saw your name in the Unity forums last night when I was looking at some stuff. No sound is good? Okay. Yeah, you commented on some Steamworks.net Unity stuff. I don't remember what it was. Was it Steam forums or Unity forums? Maybe, I don't know. Ah, lunch run. Cool. Take it easy, man. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. How are you doing today? I am working on Robes, which is a roguelike thing. And the current kind of thing we're doing is thinking about like the setting and all that. So in this case, this guy, really weirdly placed, it's just painted out. Oh yeah, true. Maybe I should accentuate that and have like more round-ish things. Reflections that makes it look like it's more a watery thing. I'm not sure how I can render that in actual game, but we'll figure it out. Same goes for this, really. Like, it's gonna be pixel art at some point. Like, I've painted over most of it, but all the textures are pixel art. This will be too. Somehow. So we got that spiral thing coming. We put it in here. I do have it on some textures that are visible on walls like this. The green kind of works, I would say. It's like... Yeah, I'm not... I keep feeling like, what the heck is Unity doing? What's their plan here? I'm getting more and more like scared that I'm going to have to learn another tool because it hasn't been extremely stable lately. And it's like, are you not gonna be an engine for me? I'm not sure about that. Maybe we save this? I actually don't know. I did watch a trailer for the purchase or something. Trying to channel my inner Gen Z. Add like clashing. I should probably get some yellows in here too. Kind of make it look more Hadesy. Even more neon stuff. Yeah, it was a trailer for the purchase on IGN. See if we can find it. Unity with the IGN trailer. Official announcement trailer. Kind of weird, isn't it? Can we like put I'm trying to figure out a way to hang cloth on the walls here. And there's gonna be shadows from that, I guess. Somehow. Maybe some parts of the cloth is a different color. I don't want too much of a like a recognizable voodoo look. Let me know if that is what comes across too much. I say as I add like bones texturing to to this. It's gotta be hard, and like the pixels are fist sized. Summoning. No, there's not. But you do magic a lot. Doesn't quite make sense that this... Maybe it splashed out when something jumped in, or... I don't know. I like blending in these other colors. So like this is what the game looks like right now. Adding stuff sure helps to make it look more alive. Something is coming up here, but maybe it should be green. I don't... Yeah, I could see green. I'll do some cool tech with this, where this can actually grow during the run. Some ideas how to do that. If we think of it like a bunch of globes or spheres. I just scribbled stuff, but we're actually kind of prototype. Yeah. Well, I guess we're in idea phase here. For some of these stuff. If you look at it from a distance, you could see how it's maybe doing something. I don't know. I also think this really dark wall is a little bit off-putting. Something with that. This groove is so nasty. Yeah, worlds are procedurally built. So I can show you the game for a second because I need to take my eyes out of that anyway. So let's just re-enable the player and the UI. I think playing will work, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it will work. Maximize. So this is robes. You're no longer just a robe with eyes. You're this girl that runs around. It's like a pixel art 3D crossover thing. I have just added a new weapon that I like to play with. The grenade toss. So let's do grenade toss blizzard. This economy system, and then there's this layer of like choosing a path where you can say like these are fight nodes, and then there's shops and upgrade stations and stuff. So let's go. These red ones are quite hard, but they give more money. So let's go this way. The spell shops also enables you to upgrade. So you can see the world is a little bit barren as it is now. So go to the spell shop. We got 7, so that means we can upgrade grenade toss here. We were lucky that spawned. Usually it doesn't. So now we don't have any money. We can go continue down. So I got left and right click to do all this. Level 2 of the grenade toss tosses 2 grenades. Pretty good start. That's here's a big one. This is a new enemy, so if you've been here before, maybe you haven't seen this guy. Got like IK legs and stuff. Game is kind of easy right now, but it gets a lot harder later on. So the early game, if you're experienced or good at the game, is mostly about building up like money so you can buy upgrades. This bug where grenades sometimes fall in, I guess it's in the cracks between shit. You could see things are starting to heat up a little bit. Oh, multiple. Ah! Get me out of here. Okay, got it. Do you want to go spell shop or blessing shop? I think we go blessing shop, and then we got an upgrade down there. So let's take this route. Unfortunately, I took damage from my own bombs there. No! Shit. Ah! Again, took damage from my own bombs. It is actually the thing is, this game is pretty fun right now. So it's pretty good. So now we can buy some upgrades here. Heal on crit is really good. So what we want to do is heal on crit and up the crit chance. Cooldown speed, let's not do that. Crit damage, don't think we need that a lot. Haste is good though, because haste makes it so we can do that faster. Cooldown is not that good. Here. Crit chance, level 2 haste maybe? Yeah, sure, let's do it. Oh no! I blew myself up. Crap. So that wasn't too good. Oof. So that's what the game is. But I want to make the environments feel a lot more like they have some purpose or whatever. I think we want to look at some inspiration. Like I think Hades is one of the best. Because it's or like not the best, but the most relevant to the game right now. So I want to look at what they do with the floor and like things like this and things like this, where you got large objects in the foreground. You got these large pillars in the corners. I like that. I'm using Mac OS right now. Here they have something that kind of fades out when you're behind it. No. This is just like a painting. We can't go quite that far. Come on, show me more world. Very cool, but it's like we're not there yet. Broken off pillars could be fun. All these foreground stuff really helps with the sense of space. What kind of foreground stuff could we have? Gotta do it in kind of at an angle here. Just want it darker. What if we had some of these spiral shapes up here? Maybe there's some. I don't know what that is. Feels like it doesn't kind of match with the perspective. I would expect them to come more like this maybe, so it's like matching a little bit more. Same over here, we could add some kind of thing. I don't know. Just some ambiguous cables or whatever. Could look cool. I do not. cracks in the floors. See through to the smoky floor. I guess we could have like holes. But then can you fall into them? I don't know. I don't know what this is. I think the angle is a little bit off. Whatever. Would you say it looks way too cool? Smoke is cool, maybe. I don't know. How would I do that? Like that. The floor here could be cracked, right? And then there's like a rising. I'm thinking about like New York. In all the movies, there's smoke from vents and stuff. We can have vents. Grates. Or we could have like billowing smoke come up from them. I don't know. Let's look at more Hades. Get some, steal some stuff. I think Tartarus is. Oh, this is a good place. So they got pits with things coming up, like in the center of this thing. They got buttons on the floor. They got that Hades beard spiral thing. These integrated pillars in the walls. Pillars, I feel like we don't. Maybe this thing back here is. Why am I doing the wrong thing all the time? We actually do have pillars, but maybe we can have bigger ones. Maybe there's a huge. This pillar is huge. That's like multifaceted, like those ones in Hades. I don't. Maybe we can. Yeah, let's just do some cut lines in them and. If we shade it, maybe it looks more like a pillar. don't know of many tutorials on the subject. I was actually thinking of maybe doing a tutorial series at some point on procedural. I was gonna call it procedural principles. Like, procedural generation is the thing that I enjoy the most when it comes to game development. I think, like, it's so fun to make the computer do shit for you. Another thing I'm considering here is, like, it's not a good geometry to show it off. But maybe if there is like this, where there's a hole here and a hole here, we could think of a bridge that goes, I guess in this case it should go this way. Could be cool. But in general, like the way I generate my maps is like this. So I almost always do this. So I start at some point. I say plop down floor here, and then I take a random step in a random direction. Plop down floor there. Do this. It's called a random walk. And this generates like a shape like this. And then in this case, I kind of imagine a camera from this direction. And then I say if this node has floor to the right or down, like, see all these, and this one is a special case, but then I put in walls like that. And in this case, in this game, I'm just using like these kind of big. One chunk is like this size. Wait, it is this size. And then I got like interfacing or connections where here would be one connection between two things, and I can define like a prefab that would be put, it picks a random one. For example, this fence here is one that interfaces between floor and like a pit. So I just put that on the side. Yeah, so half of it is generating the map, the other half is putting things on the map. Screw that tree there. We're not going to do that. We're going to tweak the colors. Maybe do that. Now we're getting somewhere. A little bit too much, maybe. There we go. This looks a lot dirtier. I want to have... I don't know if this is moss or if it's something else. Or if it's actual grass. Do not like these. Maybe this thing up here could be whatever this is, like some kind of... hanging cloth things. Do we want to... have this come from this green pit here? Okay, so we started here. We went through this phase where we have these kinds of... Maybe we can actually combine them, sort of. But I like this because it has a gameplay purpose, not just... And then we got these... that kind of grows out of the... out of the green stuff. We're gonna have like eyeballs in these. Watch the player. Maybe not. It's a little cheap. I think not. The more I draw on this, the less cartoony things become. Or like the concept in my head becomes less cartoony, at least. They do not. They do not clean the dungeon very well. We got these... got these guys in here. I want to grab a screenshot of them and see how well they fit in. It's not like this is the ultimate kind of enemy design or anything, but that was the wrong key, wasn't it? That should be it. The one thing you can see pretty clearly once you start adding all these details everywhere is that it's really easy to become overwhelmed by details. Right? This guy is starting to maybe get lost a little bit in this, and that would be really bad in rogues. Because there's so much going on. He's not like the most. The thing that sticks out the most from the background. Make him bigger. But still at this scale, you see other things more. Maybe a good tactic is to keep the floors relatively clean of enemies. Or not of enemies, of decorations. Oh, pots! We need breakable pots everywhere. Because that's what Hades does, so should we? A pot. Could have been more fun if they had some other color. Maybe the problem is that they are all of them have the same. Make this one shorter maybe. Give it some pink accents. Maybe it's pink down here. Oh shit. There. It's like my 5-year-old coloring things. I feel like the camera is slightly more zoomed in than in Hades. Quite a bit more zoomed in, I would say. So we're looking at a smaller area here. Still want to get rid of these. Maybe do something more. Maybe there's bubbles? I think this is inspired subconsciously by the amount of snot in my nose right now. I feel like this guy could be more interesting somehow. Make him... darker. So also I can bake this into the texture, I guess, if those lights are always to the sides there. Probably want to like bake some highlights into whatever's around here. Yeah, I don't know. You can almost see like skull here if you looked. Robes is a roguelike dungeon crawler game where you buy different spells and make your own build and upgrade, keep track of like money and stuff. And then you die and then you start over. Sorry for not playing a lot of it today. I'm just enjoying painting a little bit, or like whatever this is, lazily putting in color on top of screenshots. That didn't work. So we started here. This is how the game looks right now. Spellcasting game looks like this. Let's undo that fella. So you can buy your spells, you can sacrifice HP to get money. So you can go here and like throw spells. I have left mouse and right mouse right now. You can play with the controller too, but it's not as good right now because you can't like this blizzard spell. You can't place that anywhere. You can only place it like in a circle like that around. But like Nova maybe does this attack. Let's go this way. Game starts out pretty easy, and then so when you're good at the game, the first part here is usually just like don't lose too much HP and get some economy going. But then it gets really hard when you're later on. I can show you a later level. So if I were to go down to some of the later levels here, see some pretty crazy stuff. You can't, that's a sheet that I have, of course. So kill the enemies pretty quickly. No, fell off. Also do splash damage to self. One of those big guys. 3 of those big guys. Never mind. So through the power of sheeting, let's upgrade a little bit here. Let's give ourselves some stuff. Heal on crit, max HP, whatever. Yay, we made it. So yeah, that's the idea. gotta take a quick break. Right. I wonder if I should take a lunch break. I could look at something else. I also spent like all night working on a test build for this, so I feel like I can maybe motivate being a bit lazy today. Maybe go for a walk would be a good idea at this point. I cannot flip this in my head. Looks like this. Is this like pouring out of here as some kind of grates of goop? It's a pretty cool design, I think. Remove the squared off corners for something more this. I don't like this. These lights feel a bit grim. We'll figure that out. Is this like a overflowing pit of snot? Also, we transferred those spiral things over here. Whatever. Here's another instance of like maybe keep enemies red, enemy damage red, and then not use that color scheme too much in other stuff. So when I want to do I lost my train of thought. I like the idea of this kind of being grates that fill up the... No idea how to do that in pixel art, but we'll figure it out somehow. Less sure about that. This is like one set piece of like a wall and then something in front. I want to figure out what could go here. Like a bookcase? A giant bookcase. Maybe I should like a sheet and try to put in some like if there were a hole in the wall here. I don't know. I think I'm running out of steam. And it's sort of lunch here, so let's go have lunch. let's do that. So, thank you all for hanging out. Let's see if we can raid someone. Let's make English a part of this. Game dev. Godot shaders. Klaxon needs a few viewers. Unity? Are you speaking? Weird. Oh well, doesn't matter. As usual, I can't paste stuff into the OBS chat window. Just the shortcut Command V doesn't work, which is weird. Anyway, I might be back after lunch, maybe not. Depends. So hugs and kisses. Bye bye.